What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Clean Machine Auto Detailing. I was thinking it's been a while since we've done a detail, so let's get right back into it with this. What you guys are looking at is a GMC Denali pickup. This blue really pops. I think it's going to look amazing when we're done. This one's in for a full detail, interior and exterior, as well as a little bit of paint correction. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but you guys can kind of see this. We're going to try to get that back to shiny and glossy. Interior is really not too bad, so it'll probably just be a minimum charge in here. But for the outside, customer would like the 6-month sealant put on, so we'll go ahead and show you guys some of that process. And of course, he's got the rubber mats inside. You guys know I love rubber mats. That is my #1 video on YouTube right now. Check the link below. Watch that if you haven't seen that. Totally satisfying video. Let's go ahead and get started on this Denali. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and start with the interior on this and with my favorite part, which is going to be the mats. I've got my new IK foam sprayer here. I've diluted it 7:1. As you guys can see, I put in 35 ounces of water and then roughly 5 ounces of Meguiar's Ultimate Cleaner. Let's go ahead and get this foamed up for you guys. We'll scrub them down and go on from there. Meguiar's calls for 10:1 for medium, and then I think 4:1 for heavy. So I tried to kind of put it somewhere in the middle there with the 7. But let's go ahead and get the rest of these foamed up and let's start scrubbing. Alright guys, I got the mats done. I got them drying along the wall here throughout the garage. While they're drying, I'll go ahead and start working on these wheels. I did shoot some APC on the tires to get rid of the browning. I did this one without filming. I'm going to go ahead and do the next one so I can kind of show you guys the browning I'm talking about. This should make the tires get back to a nice black. And then I went ahead and used, a normal wheel cleaner on the inside. So let's go ahead and start that process. So you guys can kind of see the tire starting to turn brown. The APC is doing its job. So I'll go ahead and spray some some wheel cleaner on these, and we'll go ahead and get started. Well, if you've never done some GM wheel liners, they're carpeted. I think they have been for a long time actually. So go ahead and spray some APC on these, let it sit, and we'll come back and start blasting them out. Alright guys, just checking in with you, kind of letting you know where I'm at right now, where we're at with the truck. Wheels, tires are all done, wheel wells, got those. Thing that I like to do as well is, if I'm going to do the exterior first, is open up the doors and then just spray out the door jambs. Obviously I'm going to wipe them down when I'm done. I'd rather not wipe up dirt and then potentially spread that somewhere else. So that's why I do the door jambs as I'm doing the exterior. So I've got the whole thing rinsed for you guys. Gonna put the first spray, foam cannon spray of the 303 shampoo on. Doing that because the customer requested 303 6-month sealant. He let me know that this is a business he wants to continue. So every 6 months or so he's gonna bring it in and we'll wash the truck, clean the interior, you know, the whole shebang. So we're just gonna go with the 6 month today. But to do that, we obviously need to do the 2-bucket method. We're gonna do a manual clay today. We're not doing iron decon with that spray. Didn't want to do that. But then we'll spray in the sealant. So let's go ahead and spray some foam for you guys. If you want to see like a video where I'm wearing it, you know, on my head, a really good side by side of having the camera on the tripod and on my head, check out the video on the C10. I do a lot of GoPro on head while tripod. For this one, I'm just gonna set you guys up in the corner. Watch me foam it up real quick, and then we'll go around and get all the stuff that my detail brush would miss with the detail brush. So like the emblems, I like to get all around all of the glass as well, underneath these little WeatherTech things. That'll be good. We'll pop open the gas cap. We'll get clean inside there as well. And yeah, let's go around the truck and do that quick. we got the 2 buckets ready. I like to use this guy right here with the extension to go ahead and do the windshield, the top, and then the front of the truck or any vehicle. I just do that because those are the places I think get, you know, the most industrial fallout, and basically they're the dirtiest. So we'll use that just for this, and then we'll switch over and use that mitt for the rest of the truck. So let's soap it up and let's go ahead and start washing. Okay guys, got the 2 bucket done. Now we're gonna go ahead and start claying it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, he's got something going on like right here, looks kind of faded. I'm gonna go ahead and use an orange pad and VSS from Chemical Guys to try to fix that for him. So I'm probably not gonna coat, you know, this door in the sealant that he wanted. Since I'm gonna have to do a correction on it, the correction would just eliminate the sealant. So what I'll probably do when I'm done is just go ahead and just ceramic this door for him, so he does have protection until he brings it back in. But gonna go ahead and start the claying process. Honestly, it's kind of boring to watch, and I've done it in a ton of other videos. I'm gonna use not that clay, the speed clay I've used in the past. I'm kind of going away from that. I'm gonna just do a traditional clay with a quick detailer as lubricant, and then we'll rinse it. We'll put the 303 sealant on, we'll dry it, and then we'll focus probably on this door and the interior tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get that knocked out. I went ahead and just got this door clayed really quick, and it's obvious that the owner really takes care of his truck. But to me, it really doesn't matter how good you take care of anything, because this is what the clay bar is gonna pull up. This is just one panel, that's the door. So let that be a lesson to you. If you have your own detailer and he's not claying your vehicle every time, what are you really paying for? Because just doing a 2 bucket method still leaves that much on one panel. Getting this stuff off is gonna make all of your protectants, your wax, your sealants, your ceramic, your graphene, anything that you wanna put on actually stick. So if you're not doing this, in my opinion, you're totally just wasting your time. All right, we got the truck done with the clay. We're gonna go ahead and start putting the 303 sealant on. Something I wanted to make you guys aware of is you can put it basically anywhere, it's safe. So plastic trim, glass, and even the wheels. So you guys can see the nice beading that we've got on this wheel right here. And if we compare it to one that I haven't coated yet, you know, there's no beads on that at all. So just an FYI, you can put it on wheels as well. Let's go ahead and start coating this. All right, it's kind of hard to do. So what you do is you're gonna apply it one section at a time and then immediately rinse it. So you guys can see where I already clayed. You should see beads as you get done claying and you rinse it, because the clay has taken everything off the paint that your water could bond to. That's how you know you've done a good job claying. You can see it here on the glass as well. Let's go ahead and apply the 303, and then we'll go ahead and spray it off quick. So we're gonna start at the top of the door, and just a light coating. You don't want to over apply it. And we'll run and get the pressure washer, and you guys should see some nice beads. You guys can already see it's reacting nicely, so let's go ahead and rinse it. There you go, it's coming right off the glass. There we go. We got some nice speeds from the 303. We'll go ahead and do it through the entire exterior and give it a dry. All right, truck is all dry except for the door jambs. So I kind of wanted to show you guys what I like to do for them. We'll go ahead and open it up. See, obviously it's all wet in here, right? So what I like to use is, obviously you can use this on the entire vehicle. I like to use it right here on the door jamb. So when it rains or whatever, it helps not promote any, it won't promote, you know, the water beading. So you get this nice consistency on your door jamb. So we'll go ahead and spray that real quick. Shake it up. And a little bit goes a long way on these. We'll go ahead and wipe the door jambs out now. You can see it just on the microfiber, just takes the water beads totally away. That's why I like using it on the door jambs. And because we sprayed it out earlier, there's nothing really dirty in here. You can see the microfiber is staying nice and clean. You guys can see just a few squirts in there. So you can go ahead and do 4 door jambs pretty quick like this. And they look really nice. And you don't have any ugly water beading on the inside. I'm sorry, water spots on the inside. There you go, just like that, we got one done. Alright, so I hope you guys can kind of see that right there. Just like a little bit of a dull spot. That's where we're going to be trying to correct. Truck is completely dry. Obviously, it's been clayed. So we're going to go ahead and get to work on that. For this, I'm going to be using an orange pad, which is a medium to heavy cut. And then VSS from Chemical Guys. I really like this. It does a pretty good job at doing a one-step. So it'll cut pretty hard like a compound. And then it'll finish kind of like a polish. So let's go ahead and knock that out. Well, guys, I worked on that spot for him, and I think you can still see it on camera. It might be a little better, actually. But I let him know that it's not perfect. I told him it probably is going to need to be wet sanded. Not something I feel comfortable doing. And honestly, that's what you need to do with your customer. Be upfront, be honest, let them know what's going on. To try to make it up to him, I was just going to do, you know, the door, but I think if I just did the door, but not the rear door or the box, it might look a little funny. I've been trying to pick it up on GoPro here, but from about here back, I've done this. So there back and here, I can see a stark contrast. I'm trying to use the light to show you guys, but if you guys see the light right here, there's no refraction, there's no swirl. So we'll go ahead and do, you know, from the box up to the front door, and then the customer can kind of see what a one step really does for the truck, and then he can go around and compare that to the rest if he wants. Him saying that he wants to be a future customer and kind of giving him what a one step looks like. Hopefully next time he brings it back, we can just one step or maybe two step the whole truck. But because I have been buffing on these doors, obviously the sealant that I put on is gone, so I'm just going to go ahead and do ceramic from there back so the truck is still protected. Well, let's go ahead and finish that up and keep moving. Had a lot of fun, high quality truck, good owner. So thanks for watching. Alright, so you guys saw me go ahead and pull the tape off, ready to start the interior. And my first tip for interiors is you can never have enough light. And then I want to kind of tell you how I go about doing them. So what I used to do is do the floor and like the seats first, and I kind of realized how silly that was because I needed to get in the seat to do the windshield. So I kind of changed up the way I do it. So I kind of do doors first, dash, and then all of the glass. I save the seats and the floor for absolute last. Basically, I'll clean the floor up, and then I'll put the floor mat in, and that's how I know when I'm done. And then I don't go in the vehicle after that, generally. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to show you guys, because I've just got the GoPro today. My wife has the camera. Won't be able to use the camera, so it's just GoPro. But I'll kind of try to maybe set it up right here or something. You guys can watch a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So another good tip for you guys, see the light shine into my eyes. I'll attach my detailer's light right there to the visor. Helps me see what I'm looking at on the dash, getting all this dust out of here. Alright, the entire truck has been vacuumed now. Rubber mats did an awesome job protecting the floor, so I'll have very little cleanup to do right there. Otherwise, the dash is, pretty clean after vacuuming. Nothing's coming up, so there's no point in complicating that. I'm just going to go ahead and get a wet microfiber, wipe it down, wet, flip it the other way, wipe it down, and then the dash here will be ready for the UV protection I put on. Again, that's from 303. I really like that. The only spot I'm probably going to spray some APC is going to be probably the doors right here. So I'll have that diluted 10:1. Again, that's going to be the Meguiar's. You guys saw me using the IK foam sprayer. I'm just going to use a spray bottle this time with a detail boar's head brush and just wipe that in, and then wipe it off again with the clean microfiber. I won't need much steam, but I'm going to use steam in here. I'm not sure if you guys can see. It's probably the only really spot that's really going to require steam. But I'll go ahead and do the wheel, the instruments, stay away from them, But then we're pretty much done with the interior. We'll put the mats in, and truck is ready to go. So thanks again, Riley, for bringing this over and for watching all of my videos. Alrighty guys, we've got the truck 100% done. It's looking great. You guys are probably, if you're an OG to this channel, see me do the big reveal. I'm going to do that as well. I've always taken my own pictures, but why do that when you are married to a professional photographer? So I'm going to start letting my wife take some pictures and let her do this stuff. So hope you guys like it, but let's go ahead and finish it off.